everyone, it's Juno here. Welcome back to another video. I'll be doing part 2 of pretending to be a bad artist. And right off the bat, not even 10 minutes in, I got like 8 messages of people sending me their art. Sorry that my Vtuber is not on today. For some reason, it was not connecting to my iPad. Even though I got 8 messages that I showed you, I actually ended up with like 15, like soon after. Do people still use Toy House? Damn, they got a lot of characters. This one looks neat. Let's try this one. Oh, shit. Oh, I like this one. It's kind of a gothic western. I'm getting like McCree vibes and Death Eater. I kind of like this one with the pastel colors and the design. Kind of looks simple, but not. Let's give it a go. I think I might do this one. So 2 of the 3 paintings I ended up doing on Procreate because I got really busy with work and taking on more patients lately. So taking it on my iPad was a lot easier than setting up my tablet at home and working in Clip Studio. This one I am doing on Studio. But the other 2 you'll see me doing on Procreate. There's a lot of poses that I felt like I wanted to do with this one, but I just went with simples, and instead of taking 2 slots, I went with 3! Yay! Contrary to my first video, I am doing my semi-realistic style. I haven't done this style in so long since I've been making content for this channel, and I wanted to get back to my usual style, if not just for practice. I was definitely rusty working on this. It took me way longer than I normally did, and I had to remember how I rendered things. Occasionally you'll see me flip through between the Clip Studio speed paint as well as my OBS recording of this. Just my OBS recording ended up being really long and harder to compress, so I did a bit of a mix and match. Overall, these paintings took me a total of 3 days, 1 for each painting, as I was really busy with work. this one's done. Now, true to the challenge of pretending to be a shit artist, I gotta make a scuffed version. Back when I was in high school, I was watching this anime called Shaman King, and they always had this hairstyle where they would do these bangs in like a ribbon style. And that's all I would draw my females with, that type of hairstyle with these bangs that looked kind of like ribbons. And I would just like give them to my friends. Like, they were just random characters. They weren't even OCs or actual characters. They were just these people with the same hairstyle. Another thing I did before I even got a tablet was using a mouse. I would make these eyes. These are actually off of my computer from ages ago, and I would just do these eyes over and over in different colors, and then eventually I would have all the colors and I would just copy and paste them onto my old on some of my older art. So I wanted to kind of do that as a bit of a throwback. I would copy the eyes that I had originally and threw it on this painting. And in true noobish fashion, I accidentally merged the layers, so this really is kind of scuffed. Alright, let's see what they think. People are way too nice about this. I did ask for this one for feedback just to see what she would say to a beginner artist that drew so shittily. And they actually gave some pretty solid advice, but now I just want to give them their real one. I think I broke them. Alright, on to the next character. I kind of like this design, not only because it's pastel-y, but it's like warm tone. So yeah, I forgot to download the video file for that one off of Procreate before I deleted the file. Yay! But hey, here's the finished character. I did, however, remember to download the version of the scuff, so there's that, I guess. I just did similar to the last one I did, except instead of muddy airbrush colors, I did more saturated airbrush colors. See? People are so nice! They're way too nice! Let's just give them the real one. I want to see their wholesome reaction. This is so cute. Alright, for the last one, I originally thought this was a male, and then I realized that it was a non-binary character that was neither male nor female. Like, they very much have like the aesthetic that is very like gothic or edgy, but they also have some pastel features that are like very feminine. So I tried to capture this. At first I wasn't sure because I felt like I made them more female or feminine looking with the eyes and the lips, but as it went on I feel like I might have gotten there, but I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with doing non-binary or androgynous characters, but I like the challenge of this one. This one I was doing a lighting study to practice my shadows using simple shapes and squinting to make sure that I got some proper realistic shadows and texturing going on the skin. I haven't done this in a while, but I do like doing it once in a while. did have to learn how to texture leather, and I don't think I did a very good job of it. And it's something that I definitely want to revisit when I do texture practicing. That's something I'm working on with clothing especially, is doing different textures. All in all, for the amount of time that I actually spent on these pieces, typically I would probably do full studies for all of them, but I was pretty happy for the end result for not doing semi-realism for a while. Now the scuffed version, you remember, for those of you who've seen part 1, I did a lot of textured backgrounds with just a simple character and not really a lot of detail to them. I did that here, but I played around more with the Procreate brushes since they do have a lot more design and geometry to them. Plus it was fun. Alright, well, some reaction time. I gave them blood because I thought they looked kind of vampire-ish, and I thought it was funny. See? Awesome. Now to break their matrix. Oh. I think we broke them. Oops. Well, here's all the paintings that I ended up doing. This is really fun to do. I originally started doing 2, and then I ended up taking 3. I really liked the characters that everybody brought me, and in the end I can only do so many. I might do this again in the future, but until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!